Made it.
You're listening to our radio 87.5 FM Nairobi.
Good afternoon, listener. Welcome to our radio 87.5 FM Nairobi. This is the show Scarcity Streets, whereby we talk about the stories of the unemployed and the employed and what is going on in the streets. My name is Denis Jacuzzi, and I'm accompanied with my guest here, Davis Omollo and Ian Fortune. Let's get into today's topic, where we are going to talk about job scarcity in Kenya. So, Davis.
I can give you a brief overview of the current job situation in Kenya. And certainly, the job market in Kenya has been quite challenging.
Yeah, it's true.
And despite the country's economic growth, employment, and underdevelopment rates that are high, particularly among the youths.
Yeah,
and that's become a very big problem.
Because many youths, the age bracket between let's say the comrades from the age of 20 to 35 are the people who are looking for jobs, and they are the people who we are depending on as Kenyans to build the next generation, something like that. So you see, it's affecting us.
It's affecting us, and let me say, many Kenyans are struggling to find stable and secure employment opportunities, which is very hard right now. Let me say, apart from that, there are some other factors like it's contributing to that. The job scarcity in Kenya. Maybe I'll talk about the factors later.
Oh, yeah, Bwana Fortune. What's your take on this?
My take on this is there are some factors like mismatch on the skills and the employer.
You find that someone is an engineer, but the job is looking for the vacancy is like something like a doctor, something like that.
Yeah,
so you find
so when you have the skills, you can't seek a job that you possess, that you, let me say, if you like, you are looking for a job, but you lack the skill to do the job. So
there's something going on, the campus students. There's something called they are these more Kenya graduates. You find that someone has the papers, but no skills, just more Kenya. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
I understand you. But how? But this.
How do we deal with that?
No.
How do we deal with that problem?
We are here to enlighten the listeners. So, so how do you do it? You have something to say, Davis?
In that matter, maybe it is on the individual that is taking that career. Like you have to send yourself out, do a thorough research. You have to do a lot. It depends on you. You have to do a lot. You have to acquire the skills.
So you're basing this on individual level.
Yeah. You personally, like, why are you doing that? Why are you studying that? Why are you doing that? Do you feel like it will help you in future? Did you get a job that is connected to what you are studying? You have to work on yourself on that.
But as you know, Davis, there are many people who work hard to get where they are. But it comes sometimes you find if you don't know someone who knows someone, something called connections.
Yes.
I think that promotes that's a factor that inhibits the job scarcity, because you find some relatives. A company is just owned by relatives. The father is the director, the son is the secretary, something like that in the office. You find that is something inherited. So you find someone from just somewhere in the village. To get there, it will maybe you start your own company.
It takes them very long time to find a job. So most people, they are considering their relatives to employ them. So solution is to create more jobs for the young people. That is one solution to curb job scarcity. To create more jobs for the young people, particularly the youth. Yes.
So about this job scarcity. So how do we create like the government? Can government come in and do something maybe, or you base it on personal level?
The government can chip in to create jobs, yes.
Mm.
Yeah, that is true.
So, but let me ask you, Davis, is it majorly a personal responsibility, or the government, or both? Who should play the bigger role in this?
Actually, I feel like individually you should take the bigger role, because much of it will be affected by yourself. Like, it will affect you,
and you are the one
you're the one
to benefit from it.
So I think a lot of work you expect a lot of work from individual. Government can just chip in, maybe to create, like, to boost whatever you've been working hard for. So like you have to do the extra. You can create your own job.
Do you think that nowadays the government is sincere and helping much in creating jobs for the people who have already worked hard? Do you think so?
The government, it depends. Actually, the government,
according to you, according to the situation right now,
government can come in. Like when you see there's a government part where they create the vocational schools where people learn some simple skills, and the training they go through, at least you find they get some job, they get employed, they get the skills, they employ themselves, self-employment, and that is one way the government comes in. You get it.
So I hope that's good. That's a nice interview. That's a nice opinion according to you. And I also see that the government should come in, should play a bigger role in creating jobs for us. I hope that our listeners found the information helpful and informative about this job scarcity. And I hope that you might do something individually, don't just depend on the government. Individually, make a step towards your goal. Though the government should be at least fair.
Actually, the modern jobs right now, they need a lot of personal skills.
You remember the last time the president said that you will reduce the retirement, something like that, from to 6 years, something like that. But if you but you see, the people who are working as CSEs, they are 65 years and above. What does that mean? A CEO is 70 years.
You cannot depend on
where do we get jobs? We young Gen Zs, where do you get the jobs? It's a bit.
We should turn that question to the president. Where do we get jobs?
Maybe we'll have him maybe in our next interviews. Willingly.
Excellency, Mr. President.
We are posing a question to you.
I think we should invite you to our next session
so that
you can tell our listener
about that, because the one who said that you reduce the retirement, it's called retirement what? The age limit. The age limit.
And again, the Mr. President had a lot of promises about
the jobs,
the youth, the job. We need it's high time we need to know the truth. Is it coming to work, or it was just word of mouth?
For now, it remains a word of mouth. Maybe we are hoping that he's going to come in and act as the president according to his words. We want to conclude our discussion about job scarcity in Kenya. I hope you, my listener, have found the information helpful and informative. Now, join us in our next talk of the day for the job scarcity in the scarcity streets. See you tomorrow. My name is Denis. I was accompanied by Davis, Omollo, and Ian Fortune. Keep listening to our radio 87.5 FM Nairobi. Bye-bye.
You're listening to our radio 87.5 FM Nairobi.
Jay was like that. Mapenzi tu nimepagawa hamjui, kila mara ananifanya silali, namuwaza yeye tu, anaiweka roho